What is going on, everybody? Here are some nade spots I found that you need to know on Garrison Search and Destroy. My friend Seek and I are teaming up to give you the full S&D tips and tricks experience. He already has a God Spots video uploaded for this map. Check him out in the description below and subscribe to both of us if you want to improve your Search and Destroy game in Black Ops Cold War. One thing to keep in mind is that at this point in the meta, most people are running Flak Jacket. Depending on what wildcards remain later on, that may change, but for now, plan on learning nade spots as a team, for team nades, or use them for information or to get people weak to push out. This first nade that I will be showing off lands over here by the offensive spawn of B Street. From the defensive spawn, this is what the nade looks like. You're going to want to run down the stairs off of spawn, go through these doorways, cook the nade, and then toss it up like that. I'm running Gung Ho so that I can get these nades faster. It works out better for the timings. If it so happens that Perk Greed gets banned in competitive play, I will be running Ninja instead, like only Ninja. I won't run Gung Ho. These nades should still work well. It's just the timing works better with Gung Ho. So as you see right there, I was able to cook the nade, throw it up. Here's what it looks like in split screen, and then it lands at the bottom of those stairs. That was with the Simtex, so it's pretty much the same thing. Gung Ho helps with the timing so that it lands when they get there, but most teams will push the bottom of those stairs and kind of hold. So the timing isn't as important for this nade spot. The next one lands right here on the left side of offensive spawn where I'm standing. Lands right there, so you're gonna actually want to use this one from the defensive spawn, which I will show in a second here. So from the defensive spawn, you will line up in this corner right here, aim your sights directly at that light, and just toss the nade. Right here I'm using a frag. For most of these I am, but I switch it up for a Simtex every now and then. Basically you just line up with that light, toss the nade, no jumps, no nothing, and it lands right there. What I'm going to show you next is the timing. So this is directly off spawn. Max is running as fast as he can to get there, and I am running as fast as I can to get here. Toss the nade, and the timing works out perfect. A lot of times as well, teams aren't necessarily trying to rush as fast as they can past this, so even if they push up and hold and you end up late to the nade spot, they'll be hanging out just like Max did right there, and then you'll get the nade kill. Next is my personal favorite that I have shown. A lot of people will sit on this green heady right here and watch mid. It's an overpowered defensive heady that really makes it hard to push A bomb. A lot of teams are pushing B. A is kind of something that's an afterthought depending on what kind of numbers you have. But basically, you're going to want to go into the offensive spawn, line up above that T, aim up just a little bit, and then jump and toss it. Show it in the kill cam right here. Above the T, jump and toss, and it will land right on that green heady. If you time this out with a teammate jumping top room, and they can finish out the kill that you get weak if they happen to have Flak Jacket. That's me doing it again with the Simtex. This was in split screen as I was learning the nades. And yeah, definitely keep that in mind for your gameplays in Garrison. Next is the nade to the left side of mid. A lot of these nade spots are coming from this big doorway on the defensive spawn. Gung Ho helps a lot with the timing per usual. As you see, Max gets there before the nade lands. So what we did is restarted it both from spawn and counted it down and saw what the timing looks like. That is shown right here. As you see, I'm in the defensive spawn waiting on his countdown. And then I got the go ahead. Cook the nade with Gung Ho, toss it straight up over the left side, and then by the time that he gets there, it perfectly lands on his head. Kill cam shows it right here. Toss it up. Timing is absolutely perfect, so if anybody is pushing that far left side, they are done for. Up next is the same thing but opposite. If you're pushing the far right side, you can toss a nade over there and usually get one weak or finish a kill over there. Next is my second favorite nade that I came up with. A lot of people sit on these stairs right here and watch the ladder climb up into A. So I found a reverse nade for that. It's over that same T from earlier, but it's from this garage in the offensive spawn. Line up with that T, go a little bit up, walk forward, jump, and then toss that nade. You'll see right here. Banks off this chimney and then lands right on the stairs where they will be hard aiming. This is what it looks like with the timing. So this is directly off spawn. You want to wait a little bit on this one. About a second to line it up and then toss it, and then it'll land right when they get there. This was actually in a game battles match, but I'll show that timing one more time. Run the offensive spawn, you run to where you need to throw the nade, wait for just a second or two before cooking and tossing the nade, and it should land right on those stairs at the exact timing that they're pushing up. Next is this predictable room back here on the B Street. There's a couple different nade spots for this one. The first one is the obvious one, straight over from the left side. Just cook a nade and toss it. But the crazier ones are the right side of mid, which I'm running to right here. Line up just above the tank, and you see there are all these pipes that you're gonna have to get the nade under. So cook the nade, run forward and jump. and it will land perfectly in that room. A stationary nade from this side if you want to stay more consistent, although it is a harder nade to get down, is shown right here. So line up right on that barricade right there. Cook the nade, toss it, and it'll land in the room. Careful with this one because as I was trying it, I somehow got a bunch of nades that bounced back at me. So use this one with caution, but if you can get it down, it's clean. Last one is a bit tricky because of the equipment delay, but if you start on the defensive spawn and toss that thing over mid, it will land right at the barrels on the offensive side of mid, as shown right here. And the timing actually works out so that if you wait in the defensive spawn until the 5-second cooldown is gone, then it will land about the same time they're getting to mid. As you see right here, I'm going to try it, but it says can't use it round start. Wait till 125, cook that nade, toss it, and it will land on their side of mid. Watching the kill cam, my nade was a little bit off. It was in front of the barrels, but as you see, Logan was running right off spawn and it landed at the same time he was getting to mid. This is a crazier split screen one that I didn't even try to recreate, but it's an interesting one to know. If you're running on the left side and just want to toss a nade up like that, it will land at the boxes on the defensive side of mid. Definitely an interesting one to know. I probably won't use this one too much in competitive play, but if you're trying to get flashy with your teammates, go for it. And the last one I'm going to show is from the green heady. If you aim straight up, not that first one, it's going to be the second one. A little bit lower, if you notice there's like a little notch in the clouds. If you line up with the notch and then send it, it will land on those stairs. A lot of teams on offense will play those stairs just for that angle, and so if you find yourself at the green heady and want to see if you can get a pick, just toss a nade up right there and it will land on those stairs. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, let me know with a like or a sub, and I'll catch you in the next. So remember to sub to both me and Seek's channel for S&D tips in Cold War. Yeah, thank you for watching.